YouTube, it's Rico, man, back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got Florida man beat girlfriend for changing channel during Super Bowl. So y'all already know what time it is and what kind of video this is about to be. But before we even go ahead and get started, make sure you guys leave a like and comment on the video to help this video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel that'll help us grind to 5K. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that's included if you've been here watching videos but for some reason not subscribed, or if you're brand new to the channel. So like I said, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already on the channel yet, go ahead, hit that button right now and help us get to 5K, man. Other than that, y'all know what time it is, and don't forget to also tell your friends and family. I almost forgot, but don't forget to tell your friends and family about our channel, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel as well and help us on the grind of 5K. But now we officially about to get started, so let me start the screen record. That's started, and we finna start the video now.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. For this video, as y'all can see by the title, we got a Florida man video. We're just gonna jump right into it. Now, if you ever want to kill some time and find yourself on the dark side of YouTube, just type in Florida man, and I promise you won't be disappointed. I mean,
and he ain't lying, man. I've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff on the news, and cases in general just be talked about coming out of Florida. Florida definitely got some crazy stuff going on, man. And it's kind of like they're undefeated when it comes to how crazy and how weird some of those cases be, man. It's just crazy out there. I don't know why, but it just is like that. For y'all that might be from Florida, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about how stuff be happening out there and stuff, and why y'all think that stuff be happening. Like, do you think there is some type of mental thing going on with a lot of those people that's committing these crazy crimes and stuff? Or do y'all think some of these people are off drugs or some type of under the influence of something that's making them do these type of crazy cases all the time and stuff like that? Because like I said, man, I've just seen a lot of crazy and weird cases on the news about Florida and around social media in general, and like I said, I can't explain it. I don't know what's making people do what they do out there, but y'all, like I said, if y'all from Florida, comment down below what y'all feel like is going on, and what's the craziest thing y'all pretty much done seen and stuff like that. But other than that, let's continue on with this video.
And it was only days ago, a Florida man with the Gunshine State tattooed on his forehead called 911 twice, demanding a ride home from police. They gave him a ride to the county jail after finding weed on him and charged him with misuse of Uber 911. But in today's case, Florida...
How do you call 911 asking for a ride? Do you not know that's not what they're doing their job for? Their job isn't to just randomly pick up a civilian and take them to where they need to go to. That's not why they're working. That's completely opposite of what they're in a job to do for policing. So other than that, man, that just goes to show you how weird some of these cases be in Florida and stuff like that, man.
Man Thomas White was arrested for beating his girlfriend after she changed the channel during the Super Bowl game. On February 7th, 2021, police responded to the Scottish Inn Motel in reference to a battery. Officers made their way to room 206, where they encountered a male and a visibly injured female. The two claim to have been in a romantic relationship for 2 months now, and during that time, they've been living in various motels.
$2 months only, and y'all just basically living at motel to motel to motel. And then on top of that, y'all say y'all in love, but yet for some odd reason, football game for him is more important, and And I don't know how to explain it, but more important than his girlfriend changing the channel and stuff like that. So to the point now he done put hands on her and hurt her real bad and stuff. That's not love, man. That's just crazy right there, man. I don't know why somebody would go this far over a game of football that you could easily just change the channel back to. I get it, you might not want to miss out what's going on, but at the same time, if your girl changed the channel, all you got to do is change it right back, and then y'all can argue whatever, but you ain't have to go put your hands on her and hurt her real bad or nothing crazy like that, man. It's not that important. It just really ain't. So now you pretty much putting a lot of your freedom in danger and possibly situations for the future that could have helped you out and get you guys from staying in motel to motel to motel. So now when places that you try to eventually work for it, whenever he gets out, sees that he's got charges like that on his name, they're gonna want to move away from him and hire somebody else. So he definitely just messed up a whole lot of opportunities for him with just this situation alone. Crazy.
Thomas White admitted to becoming angry after the woman changed the channel during the Super Bowl game. He stated she was running her mouth and that it was her who swung at him, slapping him in the face. He told police he then, in self-defense, punched her and she fell. He wasn't able to say how many times he actually hit her, and he didn't have any visible injuries, but his description of events just weren't consistent with how fucked up she looked and how much blood was in the room. She was bleeding significantly from multiple areas of her face.
So that means he ain't do just one punch. He literally was doing more than one punch, literally. So he definitely tried to come up with a fake story and stuff to get out of that situation, but realistically, like dude said, his story wasn't consistent with how badly injured that woman was. So he pretty much out the game, man. It's sad that a football game is more important to you than not protecting your girlfriend or whatever the case is and stuff, man. And that's just crazy. I don't know if he's telling the truth about her really slapping him and stuff, but if she did, the most he could have did was at least push her and leave the area and call 911 or whatever the case, or just leave in general. Because if a woman put her hands on you, you ain't even gotta hit her hard, let alone do anything that's gonna hurt her. Because at the end of the day, y'all know females 9 times out of 10 ain't stronger and able to take hits from a man like a man can take a hit from a woman. So he definitely didn't think about the reality of the whole situation and what he should have done that could have basically avoided this whole situation and just move on. Because if she apparently getting physical with you, then I mean y'all probably don't need to be together. You probably just need to move on and figure something else out and carry on with your life. Simple. Not risk it and be in jail and mess up your future opportunities to live a good life.
Got a cut under her eye, another cut and scratch under her chin. Her nose was bleeding, and her left hand and wrist was visibly swollen. There was a decent trail of blood drops outside of room 206, and even more blood on the walls and floor of the motel room. The woman was transported to a local hospital for her injuries, and officers took photographs of her injuries at the hospital. 2 witnesses in a nearby room gave sworn statements of what they could hear through the wall, and Timothy White was arrested and charged with felony battery. But this wouldn't be the first time he's faced a charge like this. White has a previous felony conviction for a felony battery on a pregnant woman.
And that right there is explaining the whole situation. He definitely tried to lie his way out the situation, but his story was inconsistent from the jump. And on top of that, he has a history already of doing something similar like this to somebody else. And what makes it even worse, it happened to be a pregnant lady. So he definitely all the way out the game. So that's why now I understand why they're living motel to motel. Cause she probably ain't got a job or anything that's good to provide a sustainable living area, space, or whatever the case is. Same with him, and he probably already going through the consequences from the last time he did something like this and stuff. So that's probably why he live in motel to motel. He's not able to get a job that's gonna provide him a sustainable living area or whatever the case is. So he already out the game. This is second time doing something like this, and like I said, he did it to a pregnant lady and now to a woman over a football game. And we don't even know why he did the last time to a pregnant lady. Why he did it to her. So it just goes to show you that he definitely got some stuff wrong with him and going through some things, and probably should just be left alone in general from anybody that's trying to pursue a relationship at this point.
Causing great bodily harm. Now, in my humble Caucasian opinion, the first thing that I want to point out about this video, if you're living in a motel room, why the fuck are you worried about the Super Bowl?
Exactly. You living in a motel and you really worried about a Super Bowl on TV that ain't even paying your bills, or let alone putting money in your pocket and stuff and taking care of your living situation and stuff like that. So your whole priorities is just all mixed up and all over the place and ain't even in the right place that they should be right now. So if anything, my priorities would be on getting my ass a job, finding a way to get out of my situation, and provide a sustainable living, not only for me, well, not only for a relationship in general, but for me, because at the end of the day, I would want to have somewhere I could call home, and if anything, it be my own home, so I know if anything happens, all I gotta do is just tell somebody to get out, whatever the case is. Now I'm living in my own space. But at the end of the day, man, he definitely messed up and stuff. The situation with me and Mimi is different. We love each other, and we ain't never did something like this to each other, let alone we'll try to do something like this to each other. So that's different, man. That's why we living together and stuff like that. But I'm saying, as far as for him, if I was in his situation, I wouldn't even be focused on trying to not only provide, get a job and stuff to provide for a relationship, but I would do it for me, just because it's a simple fact. I would want to have somewhere I can call home and not be worried about going through things with somebody else at the moment when I'm already in a bad situation and trying to get on my feet and stuff like that. So like I said, his priority is just all over the place and messed up right now, and he definitely shouldn't have been worried about a Super Bowl when you living in a motel to motel. So
live in a motel. The last thing you need to be worrying about is if you're copping that new fucking Brady jersey tomorrow once they win. And I mean, I don't know if she was a KC fan or maybe just whatever, he was acting crazy, she was acting crazy. In no way, shape, or form do we want to downplay domestic violence. It's serious. But it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he's 55 or 50 something. She's 38, right? So there's a decent age gap. What the fuck are y'all doing together? Y'all living in motels, you're fighting. And this isn't his first time beating on a woman. He didn't just hit her for her to be that fucked up in the face and bleeding. He beat her, right? And he has a conviction for beating a pregnant woman. And I'm sure with someone who repeatedly finds themselves in this type of situation, he's most likely beat other women, because you don't just slip and fall and get hit with a bank robbery. You don't just slip and fall and catch a sex charge. Things just don't miraculously fucking happen. If you have two different cases where you're beating women, I'm gonna assume that's just the type of shit you do. That's the type of guy that you are. And
exactly, you already got a history for it, so it shouldn't be no surprise at all to anybody once they find out what really happened and stuff like that. So Yeah, man, that's just like I said earlier, man. His priorities and stuff is all over the place. If you beating women and stuff, maybe you shouldn't even be worried about a relationship at that point. You should be focused on yourself and trying to find a way to get your lifestyle out of living motel to motel and stuff. Even though it's gonna be hard, but now you just made it even harder. But it is what it is, man. He pretty much messed up future opportunities, and he already 55, so it ain't like he got hella time to really just go find a job and grind and work hella years and stuff, and pretty much put himself in a good situation because he's already 55 and already down bad like this already. So it's gonna be hard to try to recover at this late in your lifetime. It's just that simple. It's gonna be hard for him to recover at all when he's already 55, down near 60. So it is what it is with him.
And the stupidest fucking aspect about the whole thing, right, is at the time when he did this, there's no more watching the fucking Super Bowl. You just beat us, so you're not watching it. The cops are here, you're still not watching it. Now you're going to fucking jail, so you're definitely not watching it. If the Super Bowl was that important to you, that the only reason you secured this motel room was because of the TV and the free cable, you would think you would go out of your fucking homeless way to make sure you don't jeopardize that situation. And if she changed the channel, you could have simply changed that shit back or removed her from the room without it getting crazy. You don't have to hit a fucking female. Now, I don't know how this case is gonna play out. I mean, he admitted to doing what he did. She admitted to what he did. And then you got witness reports, so it's like, it's clear cut. He already has a felony conviction for something similar. This is a felony offense. He could be facing up to 5 years in prison for what he's charged with.
And now you're finna miss out on the next 5 years of Super Bowl since you was that worried about it. That's just crazy, man. People don't be thinking about their actions and what the consequences would be from a result of those actions and stuff. So he got to be held himself accountable no matter what. He's already 55, so it's not like he's some young kid just out here going crazy and beating on women and stuff like that, man. And for those that's young, I don't even show sympathy for that, man. I done came across my fair share of women that I done tried to talk to that had a situation like this going on from a person that they was dealing with and stuff. And I don't care what anybody says, a man hitting a woman definitely is not respected and accountable at all. Like, you can't be respected when you hitting women, man, because if you doing that, you saying pretty much you a tough guy that can beat up anybody, and we all know that ain't true and that ain't the case. So that's why a lot of these men get arrested for beating women but rarely get arrested for beating up on another man and stuff like that. So it is what it is, man.
And I don't think anybody in the NFL is going to pardon him on this fucking case. But for the men...
Yeah, they definitely not. They finna read this. I would see if pretty much he was getting beat on and then he just hit her one time and that was it because he was getting really beat up on by the woman and stuff like that. But in this situation, that basically definitely doesn't be the case. It seemed to be the case at all, not even close. So they definitely gonna look at it and be like, oh yeah, nah, he out the game. He finna have to do it on 5 years, and it is what it is.
Out there, and for the jits out there, don't be putting your hands on females. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't respected. With that being said, it's 10 out of J. I'm rocking with you.
And I just said that last part he just said, so that just goes to show you, man, I don't be talking just to be talking, man. But that's another thing too. I do videos like this because I want people to come to the channel and see the maturity in me, because I'm a young individual, and it's always that stereotype that this young generation don't know what they be doing or know what the real is and what they're doing and how they should be doing things at a young age. I'm 22, about to be 23, and I ain't afraid to say my age because I look young either way. People already think I look like I'm still in high school because of how I look. Like, just my genes happen to be that good where I look like I'm younger than I'm actually am. So it is what it is. But a lot of people will tell you I'm very mature for my age. I literally think like I've been around for years and years when I'm only 22. So it's not like I just woke up and feel like I know what the hell I'm talking about and stuff like that. Like I got people that would vouch for me and say that I'm very mature for my age, and I know how to really break down things in situations like this and stuff like that, and right from wrong and what you should be doing and focused on doing and stuff like that to make sure your life is good and able to stay that way pretty much at the end of the day and not jeopardize it for any stupid reason at all. So I'm definitely past that stage of making stupid stupid choices and stuff and risking my freedom and my lifestyle pretty much at the end of the day, because the last thing I ever want to do is be living in the jail cell and following the rules of somebody else when I could be living in my crib and follow my own rules and stuff, as long as it's the legal way and stuff like that, of course. But yeah, man, that just goes to show you, man, it's a lot of crazy people out here who still don't have life and stuff figured out even when they're getting old. So people gotta stop that stereotype that the young generation as a whole don't know what they're doing. It's only certain few. It's it's a lot few of people that don't know what they're doing at a young age and stuff. But I happen to not be those people, so people can't put me in that category at all. Is what I'm trying to say, pretty much at the end of the day. But other than that, man, that's pretty much the end of this video. Like I said, if you're from Florida, y'all comment down below why y'all feel like y'all be having the craziest cases and stuff like this going on and stuff like that. And yeah, but also leave a like and stuff on the video as well to help this video get recommended to a larger audience of people, because like y'all said earlier, we're on the grind of 5K, man, and we definitely could use y'all help if y'all ain't subscribed already. So hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tell your friends and family as well, and tell them to leave a like and comment on the video as well, and also subscribe if they're enjoying this type of content, because we're taking all the support from anybody and everybody, man. We trying to get the 5K simple. But other than that, that's the end of this video, and I'm gonna see y'all later on. Peace.